What's up, you guys? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another night of news, nerdistry, and a special guest. Yes, we got a guest tonight, which is amazing. You can't see them, but trust me, they're here, right? Guess? No. No? I'll get to that in a second. Anyway, guys, I am Jason X. Thank you for joining us on the show. My co-host, my sister to the left, this is Cora.
Hello.
Practical like family now. So. And over there, working magic behind the board, and I gotta stress this, y'all, magic to get something working that we had not tested. We just like, hey, we're gonna do this thing. It's Cass. Yep, take a long sip of that alcohol, okay? Just.
I'm good. I am here. I am sunburned, but I'm doing pretty
so
good.
So you went to the water park and.
Went to the water park. Let me get the. Yeah, went to the water park. I am unfortunately white, and so every single time I go, no matter how much sunscreen I put on, I end up this. You can see it a little bit right here. My shoulders are not for public consumption right now because they are bright red.
I don't even look. My wife and daughter are probably the same complexion, and like we're getting ready to go to the beach next week, and I have stocked up on like a Costco level of sunscreen, like the spray-on stuff. It's like painting a fence when I go out with them. Like turn around, just all the way dry, 2 coats.
That's how you gotta do it. I put on 50 and then I reapplied 30, and somehow it did not help me.
You can shine a flashlight on them and sunburn them, I swear.
So I learned what the numbers on the SPF are like for.
Is it like tint? Is it?
No, it's how many minutes.
What?
Yeah, like 50 FPF is 50 minutes.
I had no idea. I thought that was like a sunblock rating.
I thought it was like 50% of the
sun. Yeah, I thought it was a rating, like not a time limit.
I found that out like when Mia went on vacation. She let me know. I was like, what?
Unfortunate.
So we're gonna see how my family does at the beach this week, man. Just and like my daughter don't care. She'll like burn and not just like give 2 craps.
I mean, honestly, you get used to it.
When you have pale skin.
I know. I'm at the tanning salon every week trying to maintain this rich, dark, golden brown hair.
Oh, shut up.
What is it? There was a red carpet moment where there's somebody who asked Rashida Jones how she maintains that beautiful tan, and she turns to the camera and she goes, I'm ethnic. Like, yeah, it's Rashida Jones. You don't know that? Yeah. It's this beautiful, like...
No, I remember that.
Ethnic.
So disrespectful.
Ethnic, yeah. It's a good moment.
Anyway, normally we start out with the news, but this week we're starting out because we have a special guest and he has a lot of work to do. This Saturday at the Latino Cultural Arts Center in downtown Dallas, it is going to be Texas Latino Comic Con. This is the 4th, is this the 4th or 5th show?
7.
I am so off. 7th show.
7.
Yeah, if you couldn't hear, that is my special guest interrupting us. Ladies and gentlemen, Hector Rodriguez, author of El Peso Hero, which this copy here might be a collector's item after this weekend, because he's stepping into a wrestling ring. This is going to be awesome. So, Hector, thanks for joining us tonight on the show.
Thanks for having me. Thanks, everyone. Yeah. Hey, it's about time, because I've always been kind of a curious bystander watching you guys, the show, and also then we, Jason and I talked, about you guys have D&D, and I'm like, I got to get into some D&D.
Well, we got to get you over here for something.
Dude, yeah. It's overdue.
So anyway, 7 years of Texas Latino Comic Con. Clearly the Latino Cultural Arts Center is not tired of you guys yet.
No, not yet. Even COVID couldn't stop us. Once COVID came in, let's go ahead and we're going to do it. It's going to be online.
It almost stopped you last year.
Oh.
We've all had to get that one.
Yeah, I got it for the first time last year. It was like right after New York City. Yeah, I went to New York City and I got it somewhere, some cringy subway or something.
Well, dude, you have been doing all kinds of promo for this show.
Yeah.
You've been everywhere, but our audience hasn't heard what's happening this Saturday at the Texas Latino Cultural Arts Center. It's hard.
Yeah, well, okay, so it's something that I had ever since the start of Texas Latino Comic Con, 7 years ago. It's always wanted to have a, kind of a little representation of lucha libre, right? So, and so that went on the wayside until last year. One of our guests, brought it up, in a very disrespectful manner, all in front of the audience, airing their grievances like they own the place. It was during our cosplay contest, right? And so it's Ellie Maria and myself emceeing it. I'm there on stage. She's there in the podium, and then the Oski, the wrestler, he's been there for a couple of times. And so he comes in walking. I thought the guy was cosplaying. I'm like, dude, cosplay's over. And I'm like, and Ellie was like, he's not. That's his mask. He's not cosplaying. Like, we're done. I mean, it's like, no, I'm here for you. And I'm like, wait, well, dude, go back down. Like, he comes in and starts running his mouth about lucha libre. We don't have lucha libre. There's you talk about wrestling all the time, because I'm actually director of creative development for Mask Republic, an actual lucha libre company that represents luchadors in the States.
What?
Yeah, so check out Google Mask Republic. Check them out.
I've known you for how many years, and you've never shared this with me, and I'm a wrestling fan.
It's something that I kind of do behind the scenes, right? And so in this case, the cosplay concert was sponsored by Mask Republic. He found it was a perfect opportunity, especially I think he was a little jealous, because I always get the spotlight, and he's been Paso Hero's been everywhere, and NBC, CBS, NPR, all this, and now I'm part of Chispa Comics, co-editor in chief with David Bowles, and so we're changing the direct to market comic book, representing books such as Black Demon Tales. You can rent the movie on Amazon. It's available today. We get 5 cents every time I say it. So it's So you got to make waves. And so this guy wanted to make his own waves by challenging me to a lucha libre match last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he doesn't understand that he's coming to my home, my turf. So I have, and also I've been physically, mentally preparing.
Yeah, you have, man.
Crowd in front of a bunch of my nerds, rooting for me against a luchador. So it's like the jocks versus the nerds. So I'm just,
I was all ready to see Hector get twisted up, but now I'm like, I want to be in his corner. He's actually representing us. So, I think I can get like a steel chair or something, slide it to him. Oh wait, I want to be that class thing where they throw powder in the other guy's eyes.
Do they do that in luchador matches?
Yeah, that's a classic move. I'm Team Hector here now.
Classy.
Bring the green mist, man. Just
or get the fireball. I've always wanted to throw a fireball.
Yeah, you'll be.
This guy can't come up in a con and be challenging us. Okay.
Sorry, Are you saying bring a fireball or bring like the whiskey fireball?
Oh man, y'all have never seen classic wrestling.
I used to watch WWF, I think it was, in 2002 maybe. But no, in my adult life I've never super gotten into wrestling. I love it as a concept, but I just
you weren't
allowed. It's gonna be a treat.
I'm excited. I'm really excited.
All right, so we're now cornering, and we're gonna have to make signs to represent for Hector.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're doing this.
Okay.
Get some cardboard. We're going over to Target after this.
Yeah, y'all, it's gonna be a blast. I mean,
we're Team Hector now.
It's gonna be one-sided.
Hey man, if we gotta cheat,
hey,
throw a foreign object
Eddie Guerrero,
so our boy win. What are you looking at me like that for? I want to win. I want Hector to win.
We're not.
And so let me show you. So
Why are we?
wait, hold that thought.
Oh, he's going to get something there. This is a convention with wrestling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
it's
is something
like-
that we don't usually.
you know,
have.
it's-
I know, right?
Down.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like it's on for the belt.
it's party.
Yeah. So
Look at that.
you know, it's got the nice Aztec sun there. You know,
Mhm.
or
Oh,
yeah,
that's so cool.
and so you know, he's seen it. Asuka's seen it like once. You know, we had an interview. You know, with like NBC.
I saw that one.
It's one of those, and so he was pretty close to it. So I told him not to get attached to it because this talk is coming. I'm just gonna
That's
stay
cool. I like it.
there. So.
I
Right?
was like, I'm making my own belt, and it's not going anywhere either. I like it. Okay, so we're getting a comic convention
Yeah.
with some wrestling, but let's get back over to the comics and some of the guests that we're going to see this year.
Yeah.
You've been
100%.
doing a lot of promo work on your Facebook page, showing some of the guests and their artwork or whatever they're bringing to the show.
So, you know, for the first time, we got a special treat. I mean, we have Rafael Navarro, creator of Sonambulo. Now, Rafael Navarro is one of the OGs from Latino comic books. You know, he's like a pillar of the Latino comic book world. You know, if you're talking about Javier Hernandez, Richard Dominguez, you know, he's we always consider him as one of the pillars. And so, Sonambulo is kind of like a really cool. Like if you like El Santo, Blue Demon, you know, old school luchadors. It has a really cool noir. Sonambulo is a detective. You know, it kind of very noir, mystery, fun books. He's done. He's also done a lot of work. Rafael. And also we have Henry Barajas, a Latino that's making a lot of waves in the direct market. He's done a couple books for DC, Image too. He did Tata Rambo, a really awesome biography comic about his grandpa that was a World War II vet. But he also recently did a story for Ninja Turtles too.
Popular property right now.
Yeah, hot. Yeah, so he's gonna have some of those out for any barajas. You know, he's making waves in the direct market world. We also have an upcoming creator, Monique Medrano. She's a Tejano singer, Monique Medrano.
Yeah.
Tejano singer, so she's legit. And not also that, but has a special project with Chispa Comics where she's writing one of the books. And so she's stepping to the comic book world in Chispa and bringing some of that very, you know, just musically rich world that she dwells in.
Yeah, we're following along with your guest list here.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
Also, she has the best podcast name, Accordion to Me.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
That's very good.
And she's a huge nerd, so don't get her talking about Sailor Moon and
One of ours.
anime manga because she's like knees deep into it. Yeah,
Or
He's one
very
of us.
much get her talking about Sailor Moon.
please do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
She's the 100%. Get her going. I mean, because that's how. I mean, you feel at home, especially when I talk, you know, my stuff. You know, well, our stuff. When I say my stuff, you know, it's like I feel like sometimes I'm the only one.
And in case anybody was looking for more information as we're following along, you can go to TexasLatinoComicCon.com, see the schedule, when everything's starting up, guests, location is the main one apparently. Now, a lot of people are asking with inflation and everything these days, ticket prices are going up. What's the price tag on this one, man?
Well, you know, usually it's about $200. You know.
Mm.
But since it's, you know, inflation's kind of wild, we're going to go free. How about that?
I mean, that is very just
Generous.
kind of you. I know,
Yeah,
right?
honest.
Altruistic even.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just got to give something back, you know. So
Okay, so you're running a free comic book show that has all these artists and guests, cosplay content,
Yep.
wrestling on top of that,
Yep.
all for free.
Correct.
He can't do it. It's like this is impossible. There's no
Yeah.
way this is possible.
Have you checked in? Have you checked in with capitalism on if it's okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it's. I'm not a fan of hyper capitalism.
You know
Okay.
what? Nobody here is either.
About the industrial complexes behind all those
Yeah.
scenes, and
Well, not so much.
Well, we've seen the pictures from other years, and it's been a very successful show. And people turn out. I love all the cosplay and everything.
Yeah.
Also, the building, the Cultural Arts Center.
It's beautiful.
It's a very nice building.
Yeah.
There's no way you've not been down to Deep Ellum and haven't seen this building, and just said, "I like the architecture on there."
The inside is also gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. And they're gonna let a bunch of us in there.
Yeah.
How kind of them.
Yeah.
We met some of the people that work there. I think last year.
Yeah, last year we got to shoot their promo video inside the
Yeah,
building.
you've been shooting the promos video since the beginning, brother. Yeah.
I have been doing all of it. How did I end up doing this anyway? I don't even know.
It's
like-
we're just kind of we've always been around the same circles. We're like,
Now I
hey,
like expect to do it.
and you're like, yeah, let's go. It'll be fun.
I do agree to a lot of things. So I have skin in the game.
Yeah.
But the last few years, Core, you've been helping out. You've done like DP on all of them.
Yeah, it's been fun.
She's been like getting her feet wet in there. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Which we do.
I'm finally going to be involved.
Yeah.
I've been lazy. I'm so sorry. But we are live streaming the Luchadora matches, and I am extremely, extremely excited about that, and I'll be helping out with that.
Awesome.
And if everything goes well, we should be streaming from our
Yeah.
table, showing some of the con and everything. But don't watch our streams. Come down and watch. This is a free show.
It is.
You can't beat free.
Yeah.
And there's gonna be some surprises. I mean, those will announce tomorrow. There's some surprises coming for those that attend too. So
Uh-huh.
Big secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets.
it'll be fun. It'll be good. Yeah. So there's some incentives for those that come in.
What are you most looking forward to this show besides the wrestling?
No, it's about community. It's always been about community, and building each other up and supporting our creators. Those that are starting out, those that are in the field, those that are long term, long bets. Just continuing support of the arts, 100%. Comic books. It's always that's my thing. Comics. It's always been the focus of Texas Latino Comic Con.
You may have some skin in the game on the comic front though.
Oh.
I loved going over to shoot our video at Carpe Diem Comics,
Oh yeah.
and they had like a shrine up front in the window to Hector. We're like, we know this guy.
Yeah, the altar, the Hector altar, right?
Awesome. I want to put like a little gift down there or something.
Little prayer candle.
Oh, yeah.
For all the work that he's
A
done.
human sacrifice.
7 years of this show, I felt like just something over there. A rose or something. So 11 a.m. doors open. Latino Cultural Arts Center. Well, Latino Cultural Center.
That's right.
2600 Live Oak Street in Dallas, Texas. Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna be there. Like he actually let us in the con. Can you believe it?
I keep getting, honestly, I keep getting surprised people do that. It's a little weird to me that anyone lets us anywhere near the cons. It's a little strange.
But no, it's going to be fun. We're going to be playing videos at our table of stuff that we do. But, I'm here for the show. Thanks for letting us attend, man.
Yeah, 100%, man. You guys are good.
Okay. Well, Hector, thanks for joining us. We will see you this Saturday. Is there anything else you want to close out on?
No, actually, just make sure that you have fun, come in, doors open at 11. If you go to the site, there's the schedule. There's also now the cosplay forms if those that are interested. We do have, we finalized an awesome sponsor, with for the cosplay contest. And so we'll know more information about that tomorrow.
I love Elia's art.
Yes.
On there too.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
It's
And-
the little
Oh yeah.
drugstore scene. We should have gotten her for the show. I bet you she would have been here. I'm just kidding.
Right, say that after.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was gone already.
But
No,
hey,
no.
man, she's streaming too. She's streaming. She's got a mad Twitch.
Oh yeah, she does.
She's a huge Check that.
Well,
Yeah,
anyway, dude, we are going to see you this Saturday. Thank you for joining us here, and Team Hector all the way.
Bring your posters. It's like it's gonna be.
I'm here. I'm rooting for the nerd. That's what my sign's going to be. Thanks, brother. And we hope to get you in the studio after this show and just join us and have some fun. All right.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, that was Hector Rodriguez, guys. Thank him for joining us. Cass, could you do me a favor and run the Texas Latino Comic Con spot? And after that, we'll be right back.
Maria to make you the Latino Comic Con.
This celebration will feature creators and artists Saturday, August 5th at the Texas Latino Cultural Center.
The show will feature artists, panels, workshops,
And special guest Veronique Medrano, comic artist and Tejano singer.
Make sure to follow us on all social medias for special announcements.
Nos vemos pronto.
Oh, that was awesome that we actually pulled that off, guys. Thank you for joining us. And also thank Hector. And we're serious. Go join us this weekend for Texas Latino Comic Con at the Latino Cultural Arts Center. Can't wait. I saw the stuff that he was doing about that he was going to be wrestling, and I'm like, okay.
I didn't know about. I want to.
This is going to be awesome, honestly. It's a free con with wrestling and comic stuff. Word, give me.
Now I have a question. Is he wrestling under a name or is he wrestling under his name?
I don't know, we probably should have asked him that while he was here. But
probably
I think
should
everybody
have.
knows who he is. He should still wear a mask, though. But anyway,
It's tradition, right? Luchador?
I mean, you can be a luchador without
Don't
that.
have to.
You still wrestle the style. I mean,
Fair enough.
there was I won't even get into that. Anyway, so let's actually kick this thing off with some super cool nerd news. So, bit of a weird story this week. I was so ready to run with this, and I've had to change this story 3 times. Hasbro recently came out with some figures based on the one of their older games called Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Very good, very accurate to the game characters that we saw, and it got a lot of people talking about, hey, we really missed those games. Is there any chance that we're going to release those again? They were a lot of fun, and they've been taken down. You couldn't even download them. Well, Hasbro released a statement, well, Activision has unfortunately lost those games, and we are unable to locate them, so we can't make them available for streaming. Which, sad, because I actually did enjoy the first one and the second. No, actually, I enjoyed both of them. And they made a couple others that weren't so good. But those other 2, I'll take those again. Which, wow, that's really crappy, Activision. Get your stuff together. Well, Activision fired back with, that's completely wrong. We know exactly where those games are. They are available, and once Hasbro decides to make some sort of plan to re-release them, we won't be. And then Hasbro had to come back out and say, oh, yeah, we were wrong about that. We totally borked that. The games are available. We knew where they were. So, as a gamer and Transformers fan, I go, what the hell are y'all doing? Was this an excuse not to re-release these games? Was somebody just dumb? I mean, that was a pretty big story to just formulate, They lost the games, which I was like, wow. I mean, I can blame Activision for a lot of things, but don't give any extra fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
This was just a weird story, and I was honestly wanting to go over it because I was disappointed these games were not available anymore, especially War for Cybertron. Yeah, it was back in 2010 when they first released, and the sequel was released in 2012. I could actually see remakes of these games that are actually so popular. But what the hell, guys?
That's like a really weird hill to be on.
Give me the games, make them available. I actually have the hard copies, they just don't play on anything I have currently. So, just a weird one. Let me see. All these in 2018, they were all yanked from digital stores, and no one was able to acquire them anymore. So I don't know if we're gonna maybe see these now that there's a lot of fire for it with these figures being released of these characters. Maybe we'll see these maybe come out on. I think Xbox has first license on those, so they will be on Game Pass, hopefully. But yeah, really just weird story that I had to keep going around and changing. At first I wasn't gonna run with it, but I'm like, you know what? Y'all tripping.
Yeah.
Just, I love y'all, Hasbro, but man, don't make up stuff like that. Don't make me go burn down Activision looking for my games.
You kind of fumbled it pretty bad.
This is just a
too
weird
bad.
story. I love you guys, clearly, but, you know, don't do this.
Get it together.
Yeah, get your stuff together.
Get your head in the game.
And give me those games. Give me them damn games. Allegedly. Anyway. Coral, what have you got this week?
All right, I have here. Hold on. I have them in like weird collections. I have here a giant like half a sticky pad of notes from the opening ceremony of Final Fantasy XIV's fan fest, because at that they announced the new expansion that will be releasing in summer of 2023 summer of 2024, and that is Dawn Trail. We have a video. I don't know if we're gonna play it.
Do we?
We do.
Somebody didn't do their homework.
I put it in there.
Yeah, it was me. I didn't do it.
Oh.
Hold on. I'll start the video.
Somebody messed up.
It was me.
Somebody is me.
It was
I'm
me.
somebody.
Okay, yeah, it's playing.
Okay, so in Dawn Trail, we're going to be going to what we've always referred to as the New World, which in lore is now Terral. We now have a name for it. It is based off of South America and the Americas in general, but we're only seeing like South America, so it might just be that. The premise is that we're getting like a summer vacation now that we've saved the literal universe and existence in general, so
Makes sense.
I don't think we're gonna get that for very long, because historically we don't get to have a fun vacation. There are whispers and murmurs about a contest to see who is going to be the new ruler. You have to, fight brackets and then get to the ruler, fight him. And somehow we're going to be involved in that, and our team is going to get split in half. And that has me concerned, because I don't want to fight half of the people that I adventure with in this game, like in the characters and stuff, because they are strong and I am scared. A lot.
Not be up to you.
That's not up to me. I just really hope that the one with the long spear is on my side, because I fought him when he was brainwashed, so he was easy. He's not anymore.
Yeah.
And he's very strong, and I'm scared. But anyways, I did want to bring up like slight concerns. Just little minor one, like a small, tiny minor concern, because they have shown growth since this came out. There was an outfit set that came out years ago before I even started playing, called the New World set, and the top and the pants look really cool. The pants are like big open pants with fringe on them at the bottom, like sides. The top is very pretty. It's got like native beading and necklaces and stuff. It looks very nice, but it's the headpiece that had everyone upset, because it was a native headdress. And like war bonnet style headdress, and everyone was very upset about that. No one wears the headdress that I know of, and I better not see you in game doing that. But again, they have come a long way with that. They didn't show that in the trailer. They didn't show it in any of the promotional pictures. Everything they've shown us has been very like sensitive to the culture and stuff. So I have faith that it'll be fine. As someone put it, they need to have a space to fail so that they can learn from it if they make a mistake. And I do agree with that, especially because I don't know how many people in Japan have exposure to any culture in South America.
Yeah, and for the most part, and I feel like I've said this before, but like if you try not to do something again, if you apologize, if you try not to do something again, like we're generally cool. And yeah, Japan, and the weird thing with Japan is one of the wonderful things about Japan is that they share their culture extremely freely, and love that about them, that they make that choice. Yeah. So I think that they don't necessarily understand, especially indigenous people in the Americas, have their culture taken. And it's a very different situation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's one of the things I love about Japan.
Yeah. It does look like we're getting some like Aztec and Mayan culture based on the trailer and based on photos that we saw.
I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, we'll have new tribe quests from like
Tribe Conquest.
Well, tribe quests have been in the game since the beginning. That had me a little.
When you say the beginning,
like the beginning of the game at all.
Okay.
They
Not
had
the beginning of Final Fantasy.
No, beginning of Final Fantasy XIV specifically. Gotcha. You could ally yourself with the Beastmen tribes that they had in the game, and then later on, they changed it to just tribes because they're like Beastmen makes it sound like they're not civilized and cultural, and they are very much civilized if you're able to talk with them in perfect English.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and they like they're like. I think they're like people like this big that we're talking to.
I just, talking about civilized just makes me think of Octavia.
Yeah.
How she's built. If you don't know, in our D&D game, I play, she's from England. Like, she's not, but she's from England. Like, she's
very
got
Cockney accent.
She's got some, not usually. She's got some stuff to learn, and she's learning it. But that's one of the reasons that I built her, is to learn and colonist attitude at this point. But she's getting there.
Yeah. But yeah, it does look like it's going to be very fun. I really hope the helping someone win, like, leadership of a country goes better than it did in Stormblood, because we should not have been there. Mm-hmm. And I will stick with that opinion, because they didn't want us there.
Yeah.
But in this one, it looks like they're very excited to have people come here, so I think it's going to be very different, which, thank you. Yeah. And I had one more thing, and I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. Oh, yes. Our insert character in the trailer looks like he's from an Assassin's Creed game now, and I think that's funny.
That's all I was thinking.
Looks like he's from Black Flag.
I cosplay Edward Kenway, and I was like, that looks like the love of my life right there. Is that my love?
The memes for the trailer have been either Assassin's Creed or Margaritaville, because we're going on a vacation.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, no, it definitely has an Assassin's Creed vibe, especially with the hood, and then you see like just right here, which is all you ever see of Edward.
Yeah. No word on new classes other than stuff, but I could go on this forever, because as you can see, I took notes. I took notes. Like, look at these notes.
I'll be releasing a video just of Core ranting and raving about Final Fantasy later.
Yep.
Oh, I'll have more later.
Cass, what have you got?
I've got... Do you want the funny one or
yes.
the funny one? I have two, and they're both hilarious.
I want the funny one.
You want the funny one. Okay. Now, several months after it's come out, you are finally able to play the worst game of the year, Gollum!
Oh God, no!
They did an absolutely huge patch that included
making the game work,
putting in necessary checkpoints that had not previously appeared in the game, getting rid of a bug that fairly early on in the game where Gollum would just die. No matter what you did, he would perish. They just... I'm dear good friend Joseph coaxed me into my friends and I stream games frequently back and forth, and he's like, we should play Ashen, which is a beautiful game from 2018, I believe. And I got to the stream, and he pulled up Gollum the video game, and I almost reached through the computer, just slapped him across the face. I'm gonna show you the picture.
She's gonna make
one
the
more
technology
time.
work.
This is the most garbage game I have seen in a very long time, and I want to remind you that this
Jesus Christ.
this is based on one of the most beloved fantasy books of all time, and this is the garbage that we got. I don't know. I genuinely don't know if a
Why does he
Gollum
have a
game
bowl
could
cut?
have worked. I don't know. I don't know if a Gollum game could have worked, but this Gollum game technically works now.
The time for the game to work is before release. You don't release your beta to the masses, okay?
They didn't release their beta. They released their alpha. They
Which is
released the first version.
No.
It has
This was
to
a
be.
beta version of this game.
Alpha is
Alpha's
before
before.
beta.
Oh, okay.
It
I'm
has to
sorry.
have been
You did say-
even before beta. Like this is an absolute train wreck,
Oh,
start
God.
to finish, and it needs to go to hell where it
I
belongs.
guess I was giving him too much credit on that.
Exactly, but technically, it is playable now.
I am never gonna play this game.
Me neither.
No.
It's a trash game.
That's fantastic that it's playable now as I drop it in the garbage.
There's too many other games.
Exactly.
My time on this earth is short. I can't do that. I gotta play games I
I
want.
was thinking about this. Like, we live in a very, very good time for video games.
Fair.
Every year, at least 5 games come out. Big games that I really, really want to play, and I don't get to play all of them.
It's been a hard couple of months with Legend of Zelda, Star Wars,
Yeah.
Baldur's
Gate is out,
Yeah.
Diablo.
Baldur's Gate is out today.
Today,
Yeah.
yes. Diablo just came out. It's
And going back even a little bit further, you have, what was it, the Spider-Man sequel wasn't that long ago. Thor Ragnarok. I haven't even played.
oh no, the Spider-Man sequel's coming out next month.
Yeah.
Wait, no,
next
it's
month.
November. It is November.
But
Woo.
like, it's just, they're coming out, and like,
I've never said I need a lull.
yeah,
But I kinda
and my
need
favorite
more.
game of all time is Hollow Knight. And Silksong, they said by the end of the year, and so like, if they're just coming out, and again, Hollow Knight is a studio of like 3 people, and they put out
It's
some of the best
amazing.
games that I've ever seen in my life. You gotta step your game up in this video game world, and the fact that they released
A side-scrolling game as well.
Oh,
which
yeah,
people
yeah.
platform games are still a thing.
they're so good. But like a studio of 3 people basically put out Silksong, and a studio of I don't know how many people put out this piece of trash. And you know it was because they didn't give their developers enough time. You know
she had
that's
to-
what happened.
she had to rope it
Look
back
at
in.
Gollum's design.
She had to rope it back in. This game is garbage. I appreciate
And
that.
we all know why. Studio executives, hey, give your developers some time
And money.
and money. So that's my ripping on the Gollum game. I'm done.
Well, I wanted to get this in. I had another story I was going to cover, but I did want to cover this weekend. We went to go do Barbenheimer. Right? Is that the yeah?
Yeah, Barbenheimer.
Barbenheimer, and I had mixed opinions on the first. Actually, not mixed opinions. I thought Oppenheimer was boring as hell. But you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed Barbie.
Yeah, we tried to tell you.
Let's talk about how much money Barbie has made. It had one of the highest grossing second weekends of any movie released this year. So far, Barbie has made $774 million worldwide. Oppenheimer has made some money, but not as much as Barbie. It is only being led by Super Mario Brothers, Spider-Man, and Guardians of the Galaxy as far as 2023 releases. And I
This
have
is
to
only Barbie's second week.
I have to tell you, I had so much fun in this movie. There was a part right at the beginning when the Warner Brothers logo came up where I was like, I changed my mind, I'm out.
Because it was pink.
It was very pink. Like pink, not pink. And of course people had strong opinions on this movie and they should really just go watch it and enjoy themselves. But what is up with Barbie Mania? This is week 2. This is week 2 we just passed.
We're going into week 3 or weekend 3.
Is this movie's gonna gross $1 billion this weekend?
I'm pretty sure. Everyone, like,
Might take 2.
Might take 2? You think so?
Might take 2.
Go on.
This was its second weekend.
This was
right?
second weekend when we saw it. Yeah.
So what is that? That's basically 4 and 3. Sorry, I'm gonna all go to me. So.
I mean, they made
4 and
300.
3. There is usually a little bit more fall off than that.
They didn't have it this week on
250.
second showing.
They didn't have a lot of fall off. No, I would say maybe 2, but probably. You're right. Probably this week.
But what else is it going up against? There's no.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm. If it's the only thing that's worth watching.
And when I saw it with y'all, that was my second time seeing it because I saw it the day before.
She cheated on us.
I did. I got invited with friends that I really
It's
wanted
okay.
to see it with.
It's okay.
And it was still so much fun the second time. It's one of those movies you can watch over and over and over and still have fun.
I have to say, while I thoroughly enjoyed everything about this movie. I found nothing wrong. Ryan Gosling seemed like he was just having fun this entire movie. But he did a musical number that might be up for an award because it was a musical performed during a movie.
And it was written specifically for the movie.
And honestly, it's the... Oh, wait. No. It's either between this and Jack Black's Peaches song.
I think that one is...
You think it's going to be Jack Black?
No, I think it's Ken.
Because it did have a dance number and everything along with it.
It had a big dance number and a dramatic scene.
I have never cared about this type of content as far as in awards, but now I was already vested in it with Jack Black, and now I'm more with Ryan Gosling's performance. And I dislike musicals with every fiber of my dark heart. But we're putting Gosling and Jack Black up against each other. And I don't know how to feel about this.
I need you to understand.
Oh, God, here we go.
I need you to understand that Ryan Gosling has been in a movie musical before.
I'm sure he has.
La La Land.
I didn't see it. You know why?
Did not win an Oscar. So if this...
Oh, God!
Anything Barbie wins. He just needed to be Ken.
If he wins for this and not La La Land, okay.
Let me be apt because I'm pretty sure.
Did you like La La Land? Do you care?
I do very much care about La La Land. I am in the vast minority here. I hated La La Land.
Okay, I probably did too.
It's.
And I didn't even watch it. I hate it.
Well, because I like movie musicals, and I have a problem, and this is a whole thing that I can talk about later if somebody wants me to. Damien Chazelle directed La La Land. He also directed Whiplash. They have a similar thread in them, which is basically abandoning who you are and what you love for the sake of your art, which is a theme that I dislike. So I have kind of a, I don't want to say ethical, but there's more than one reason that I dislike that movie. I can talk about it at some other point if you want me to.
I am now vested in Ryan Gosling winning this award.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Jack Black, but just for the spite of an actual musical not getting the award.
It's so funny.
I'm just saying. Anyway, yeah, that's my whole thing. I just wanted to talk about, honestly, a movie that I had zero interest in watching.
I would like to.
And y'all took me to.
I will say, okay, Ryan Gosling won for La La Land, but the song did not.
Okay.
So this is,
okay, so he does.
He does have a, yeah.
All right, okay.
Or sorry, I'm so sorry. No, nominated. He was nominated.
Oh,
The song was nominated. He did not
oh.
win. The song did not win. But if he sings,
I need this to happen.
if it was this movie that got that he sang and got an award for best song, I'm gonna lose my mind. It's gonna be amazing.
Dare I say, I would like to see a live performance of this song at
Yes.
the Oscars.
Oh my
if it
God.
gets nominated, you're going to.
Talk about just getting me interesting
They perform all of them.
in something that I had zero interest in the Barbie movie until actually watching it, and now I realize
It's, at some point, I would like to actually put out a full review because I think it's a really interesting. I think it's interesting thematically. I think it's interesting for this time in our lives.
This is this is true.
Culturally, it's very, very important, and especially the contrast of these two movies. I think is very, very important, and what it says about us as an audience that we got so obsessed with this.
Also, there was a user on Twitter who was taking the 1-star reviews of the movie and putting them on posters,
promos?
and it made it better.
Yeah.
This one of the best ones was this movie wants everyone to be gay.
Darn, they found out the agenda.
Yeah.
The avalanche that this movie has created, I appreciate. Also, I mean, I was willing to go see it out of spite, but I'm thoroughly glad I did. And please keep making money. I hate that the studio executives are getting money when they shouldn't be right now.
Yeah.
Pay your actors
Honestly,
and writers.
Pay your actors. Maybe go see it in a few weeks after the strike is over.
Have they started asking people to boycott movies yet?
No,
They
have
have
not.
not started asking people to boycott movies. I will say, and this isn't a story that I have, it's just something that I wanted to mention. The AMPTP, which is the I've talked about this so much. It's the combined studios, so Disney, Amazon, Apple, all of them. The AMPTP sat down with the WGA, the Writers Guild of America, for the first time this week in almost 100 days. So we are making progress. SAG-AFTRA strike seems to be working.
Got them to the table. Nice.
Got them to the table, which is what you want. If you want updates, if you want anything, go follow Adam Conover on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. He posts updates all the time, and he's an absolutely amazing resource for information. I will not stop talking about this until it is over.
And that's fine.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. Well, I just want to talk about a good weekend with friends.
That's
Cora,
fair.
go ahead.
All right, so speaking of video games, but good video games, and good video games taking their time before they're released, Gollum, Aiden Chronicles 100 Heroes is getting pushed back. It is no longer going to be released this year. It is going to be released in Q2 of next year. All the backers from the Kickstarter got a notice today from Moriyama that said, in order to deliver a game that so many fans have supported, we announce a revised release date for Aiden Chronicle 100 Heroes, with the game now due during calendar year Q2 of 2024.
Which is April, May, June.
Yeah. The decision was made in order to ensure the best possible story and to reward the legion of backers with the best game experience possible. And I can respect that. If it's getting close to your due date and you realize you have more work that you need to do, let us know. Let us know, and we're fine with it. I know that some of the community has been getting kind of antsy about it. Like they want the game now because we backed it so long ago, but they haven't given us any reason to be like worried or upset about it, so I'm chill waiting.
We make fun of this a lot. Oh, video games get pushed back. Oh, they get pushed back all the time. This is technically what we want.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
If your game's not ready, again, looking at you, Gollum. If your game's not ready, hey, don't release it.
With how much they're doing and with how small their team is, I'm sure, I don't want them to rush this game.
Exactly.
I want them to take their time. We saw with Aiden Chronicles Rising that they can make a game fairly quickly, but that's not the combat system the game is going with. That's not the same. Like, everything about that is different other than, like, environment and character design. everything about how 100 Heroes is going to work is going to be vastly different, and they've already talked about that. So if they need to fix something, let them fix it.
Yeah. Especially if Nintendo can take 6 years to put out essentially the same game but with some different quests.
Yeah. I mean, it
Wait a little
was
bit.
worth the 6 years though.
Yeah.
But in that same vein, Konami still has not released when we're getting Suikoden 1 and 2 remasters. The rumor is October now, but they still haven't said anything.
We'll see.
We'll see. Hey, what you got for us, Cass?
What do I got for you? So you want the other funny one? Is
Yep.
that what you want? All right. I'm gonna pull up this picture as I talk about A24, which, by the way, A24, if you don't know, is a production company. They put out extremely low budget movies. The reason that they are not a struck company right now, again, always talking about the strike, the reason they're not a struck company is that they've already agreed to the demands of SAG-AFTRA and the WGA,
Oh.
which means that a company that puts out movies that are less than $50 million most of the time,
Well, they're the ones
budget,
put out Talk to Me. A24.
which is like,
yeah.
which is like budget, I think, I want to say $14 million, $15 million. So if they can agree to the demands of the WGA and the SAG-AFTRA, hey, maybe multi-million-dollar companies can too. So the biggest thing that I want to talk about right now is Dix the Musical.
What?
Put out by A24, coming soon. A trailer came out today. I'm not going to play it because we would get demonetized. Starring.
Yeah, we got our first adult strike. I had to,
Starring Nathan Lane, Megan Mullally, Nick Offerman, and Megan the Stallion.
Oh.
This is a story. If you know, what is the Lindsay Lohan movie from the late 90s? Parent Trap. If you've ever seen the movie Parent Trap.
There are some weird parallels going on here.
It's Parent Trap, but guys with massive dogs, apparently. I'm going to send you the picture one more time. So that's Nathan Lane, Megan Mullally, the two stars, Megan the Stallion.
What is going on here?
Those are called, I think they're called the Sewer Boys, are on the very left and right.
What is going on here?
I need to see this so bad. The only thing that the trailer said was coming soon. I want to see this so bad. It is genuinely, it's called Dix the Musical.
We have to go see it, Jason.
No, hell no.
Absolutely yes.
No, I'm not going
Dix
to.
the Musical.
It's a musical. I ain't doing it.
The penises.
I love Nathan Lane. I am not.
Megan the Stallion.
Ain't no
the
way. Not even
Stallion.
Megan can get me to go watch a musical.
By the way, at the very end of the trailer,
I'm gonna
she
have to
has
go.
everyone on a leash.
I'll watch the trailer later, but ain't no way I'm paying money to go see a musical.
What if we pay for you?
Oh,
No,
you
absolutely
don't have
not.
to pay money. Yeah, we'll pay for
No,
you.
I'm not going.
We'll even get you a big thing of popcorn.
Y'all already got me to go to Oppenheimer, and damn,
Dude,
I'm so bored.
Jason didn't like it. I loved it. I thought it was real good.
I thought it was very interesting and fascinating. I do not want to watch it
I would
again.
I'm gonna put out a review at some point.
I'm kind of like, is everything accurate here? Because
According to a lot of sources, it's very accurate.
I'm just not a.
It's as accurate as any biopic.
I'm not a fan of Nolan's vision
On a list of
that
like,
I have to be forced to watch.
most accurate historical films, it's on there.
Yeah.
It's following the book Prometheus.
Yeah.
So or American
Prometheus.
Yeah, American
Yeah.
Prometheus mostly, but they did their research.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna forgo my last story because Cora's is more interesting than mine, and we're getting close to time. So
Okay, so I try not to bring up the Final Fantasy 14 like in-game events because we have several of those every year. I had to bring up the Moonfire Fair one that was announced today because Super Sentai. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what storyline we've got going, but there's always a new storyline every year. And this year's Moonfire Fair involves a group of people called the Phoenix Risers, and you can see them on the picture there. It can be August 10th through August 26th.
What the?
And the prize, because you get a prize every year for doing it's usually glam pieces, you get that Super Sentai outfit for your character. So you can be a Phoenix Riser.
Did somebody change their mind, Jason?
In order to...
This looks like a step off of a Kamen Rider page.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to talk about this. It looks so cool. If we're gonna follow Super Sentai rules, I think we're gonna get to help the Phoenix Risers fight a giant monster on the beach, which is fast, like already fun. Love it. I'm here. Sign me up. For those interested, because I see Jason like with a twinkle in his eye. For those wanting to play in the event, you will need a character that is at least level 15, I believe.
I still have
15, and has completed the quest. Be their pirate? It's something about pirates. Hold on. I have it up here.
I'd love to play more, but my friend that got me into it, as soon as I got into it, she left me and abandoned me
Oh, I'm sorry, you have to be
to
level
the
30.
wilds and masses with my monk.
I will come back. I will help you. I have classes that can actually help you now.
I still don't know
But
what I'm doing in that
the
game.
requirements are only level 30, so you don't have to have finished any other prior quests. You just have to have a character that is level 30. Usually you have to...
I think I have a
first
level
dungeon
30
as well.
character, but anyway.
Yes, but Moonfire Fair, usually we get cute little bathing suits or random little mounts, but this year we get to be Super Sentai. Not to mention there are like Sentai poses in the game.
Yes, my reactions are amazing. Thank you. Yes, this is... Whew, that looked so good. That literally looked like something I would have seen from Toei.
Yeah. I'll show you the pictures of the outfit. later.
Okay, dang. Stop showing it.
Keep showing it.
No, stop.
Entice
It looks
him.
so cool. I'm not even mad. I'm just like, wow, that looks really cool. Anyway, Cash, you want to take us home? She sounded so Kate McKinnon over there when I did that.
I did sound so Kate McKinnon.
Who was great in the
what
Barbie
do
movie.
did I have another one? Hold on.
I could do my last one if you don't have one. So.
No, it's just about Gollum.
It was just about Gollum?
Wait, hold on. Hey, you just stared at him for 6 seconds.
What?
Jason, go ahead and do your last one. Jason, go ahead. Go ahead and do your last one, Jason.
Oh, God. Anyway. So right now, coming up soon, with so many streaming services out there, I know you don't want to hear about another one because there's Shudder, there's Max, there's Hulu, there's Netflix, there's everybody. But there's one more that is coming that I am completely interested in. You know, I love science on this show. NASA is starting a streaming service. NASA will be showing things like launches, special research that they've done, and it will be completely free. It is called NASA Plus. It will be free of cost and ads, so no money. They will offer live event coverage, of course, like I said, rocket launches and things like that. But we're also looking at things like studies that they're doing, maybe views of other planets and everything, views from maybe like getting a view from like one of the telescopes and things like that of things they're looking at. I am completely vested in this, but the thing is, there's a better version of this already open. If you go to beta.nasa.gov, you can see a sampling of the kind of stuff they're going to offer on this streaming service. And honestly, I am so excited because I love whenever NASA does anything. And of course, it always has to interrupt some show, or we have to like go to a stream to watch it somewhere. This will be a dedicated place where you can watch things like the upcoming plans for the next moon mission or anything like that, learning about the Artemis 2. I'm just going through just a couple things. They just tested the splashdown, the first recovery test for the Artemis 2, which will be making the moon landing. I'm so interested in this. Doing cargo missions to the International Space Center and things like that, and specials on astronauts that actually have been in the program and up and coming. I am so vested in this. Look, out of all the streaming services that are out there that give you crap, which I watch that crap, I honestly can get my science, and I'm very excited. We don't have a launch date for NASA Plus just yet, but you can go to the beta version, like I said, and learn some stuff. This is something that kids need because we always had to rely on like public television for stuff like this.
Yeah.
Or, you know, or LeVar Burton doing a special on Reading Rainbow. So,
Yeah.
This is perfect for kids who are interested in the sciences. It puts it front and center for them. And I would like to reiterate, like the con we're going to this weekend, completely free. So definitely check out NASA Plus. Go check out the beta version, nasa.beta.gov, to see some of what they're offering. And yeah, I'm cool with this. I'm so good with this. I was already looking through it, like watching a couple things. Yeah, just all the launches and everything. I'm just...
I'm going to piggyback on that just real quick. Another streaming service that got announced within the past couple of weeks is National Theater Live is making a streaming service, which if you don't know what National Theater Live is, it's the West End. They record their shows. Actually, incidentally, so does Broadway. Broadway records every single show that they do. They just don't release them publicly. And National Theater Live is the West End recording their shows and releasing them. Usually you have to go to some kind of theater. I saw Benedict Cumberbatch doing Hamlet a few years ago, which was absolutely amazing, and now you get to watch it at home. National Theater Live. I think it's not free. It's like $15 a month, but you get to see Tom Hiddleston's Coriolanus.
That's worth it.
I've seen many actors, including like Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Daniel Kaluuya, doing Shakespeare, doing other kinds of plays. I'm hoping that Ocean at the End of the Lane comes on it at some point. These are not somebody in the back of the theater with an iPhone. These are professional recordings.
I don't expect this to be a free service.
No, this is like...
Absolutely support the arts.
I think it's $15, which is fairly expensive, but compared to theater tickets, compared to trying to go to London, this is super, super cheap, and yeah, I'm absolutely getting it.
Like, if Broadway would do that, if they would get off their high horse and do that, I would... They
started Broadway HD. I think it was called Broadway HD, and you know what was on it? Nothing.
Yeah.
Because they're snobs. Because
you're not coming to the theater experience.
Exactly. It was a huge deal when Hamilton got released, which Lin-Manuel Miranda pushed that through. The producers didn't want to do it.
Of course not.
Go watch a movie on your own time.
Exactly.
Yeah, they feel like if you didn't see it on Broadway, you didn't see it, and they just want to hoard it. And then the West End is like, no, the arts are for everyone.
Exactly.
And
partly because it's government run.
NASA Plus is free. Anyway.
Yeah.
But for all the theater nerds, we would all gladly pay $15 a month to watch unlimited amounts of theater.
Oh, God, y'all will.
So much theater, including that version of Hamlet that I saw that I absolutely loved. That there, it was part of the commercial. It's probably going to be on there.
And I'm not going to lie, support the arts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Support the
pay
arts.
that money for the arts.
Especially in this time of greed. Hey, maybe don't watch a movie. Maybe go watch a show.
Oh. She had to rope it back in. Anyway.
Every time, all the time.
Well, like I said, that's going to be pretty much it for our show. We will be out at Texas Latino Comic Con this weekend once again, at the Latino Cultural Center in downtown Dallas. 11 a.m. is when doors open. We'll see y'all there. Please come out. I have no idea what we're going to do. It's been a while since we were guests at a con.
We're gonna sit at the table and look pretty.
And try and maybe like show videos of stuff. I can bring a TV or something. We could like play dumb videos on.
We can show the pizza smoothie video again. That always got people stopping at our table.
Gross,
It was
gross.
gross. Anyway.
It was gross, but it was so funny.
So yeah, like this video, subscribe. We are putting up more content on the channel. I brought toy reviews back to the channel. The Mezcal Green Ranger exclusive that I picked up at SDCC has been getting a lot of traction. Thank you for everybody that's watched that and commented. And for all the views last week on last week's show. It's pretty good. And some of our SDCC videos. I think we still got a couple more that we can squeeze out.
Several more, yeah.
We have an interview with some comic
Like
creators.
squeeze out so much, but yeah.
The Bandai one I really want, but
We'll see.
it's bad audio. Anyway, but yeah, of course, subscribe to the channel to see more of those videos. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Instagram at JasonTheX and Blue Sky at JasonTheX. I ain't being followed on X. I'm leaving that place behind. Anyway, Cora.
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Coronado Art.
You can follow me on Instagram at The Good Cast. I have a Threads, but I don't remember what it is. I don't remember what it's called. So.
I don't know. We're out there. Yeah, eventually I'll be getting SCNS on Blue Sky as well. So anyway, that is our show, guys. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week. And as we always say, keep on nerding.